with Herb Thrasher, featuring music, videos, and backstage interviews with the masters of metal, the monsters of rock, and the hellbellies of alt country. Now, throw your horns up and crank it to 11 with your host, Herb Thrasher.
Horns up, everybody. What's going on out there in the world? Are you guys ready to rock tonight? Herb Thrasher. Radical Russ, what's up tonight?
It is time to rock. It's been a long week, and we went from one day of having snow to another day of having sunshine, and that's got me a little bit of spring fever.
That's got everybody fired up, man. And I hope you guys on the East Coast and in the South have been having some good weather, too, because, yep, as Russ said, it's spring fever here in Portland, and we're ready to rock tonight. We've got a freaking great show. The man, the myth, the High Times legend, Mr. Bobby Black is going to be with us here in about 10 minutes. Play a couple songs, then we're going to talk with him. He's been up to all kinds of stuff, man. The Doobie Awards have been announced.
South by Southwest.
He was there last week, and they had a party, and High on Fire was the headlining group, and we're fired up to hear what he's got to say about that. Tell us about the party, who he saw, what kind of chicks was there, and who knows what he's got to say.
What kind of chicks?
Yeah, man. Rock chicks, fired up chicks.
Punk chicks?
Punk chicks.
Rocker chicks?
Dude, he's got
Stoner
groupies,
chicks?
man. He's been around, dude. Bobby Black's been doing this forever.
Oh, he's the man.
And not only that, but the best stoner rock winner from the Doobie Award, Lionize. So they came here in Portland in February, and we went and met them, hung out, and we talked with them, interviewed them, and Iko and I recorded some songs. And we felt like tonight was a great night with Bobby Black on. You know, Lionize are big supporters of High Times. They've been in High Times before. They're friends with Danny Danko and Bobby, and plus they won the award. So it seemed like we'll put them on and let's get them some airtime too, and let's show some support and love. And tell you about all kinds of other stuff. He'll tell you about who won other categories. Best metal, Devil Driver, rock. Gotta love Dez. And we'll talk to him about that and all kinds of stuff. So we appreciate last week. We had Dirty Walt from Fishbone, and you guys in San Francisco tonight, they have a huge show there. Year of the Dragon is opening up, and Fishbone is there, so hope you guys are giving love to them and enjoyed the show last week and all the stuff that we've got going and what we're going to be doing in the future, because we're going to be freaking rocking and having a lot of cool people on here. And
summer's going to be off the hook.
It's going to be off the hook, man. We've already got plans. I've already been talking to people, and I'll tell you one thing, man. It looks like we're going to be going to Sepultura and Death Angel show, and it looks like we're going to be interviewing and talking to them.
Oh.
Yep, it was just confirmed this week, and I was going to hold on to it, but because of spring fever, I'm going to tell you guys right now. That's right, Sepultura. So we're going to go talk to them and see what's up. And anyways, it's time to get on with this show because we got a good one tonight. Russ, let's get in. We got a couple songs. Back with Bobby Black.
Year of the Dragon.
High Times.
So good to me, you make me feel so happy. You're so good to me, you fill my soul with purity. And now all I see is metaphor within me. You're so good to me, that you know you set me free. Wee! I love the shit, make me wanna do the flip. Wee! Do it again, bring that fast again, my friend. Wee! Alright! Gonna smoke the green all night. Wee! Once again, go on and pass it to me, my friend. Some they like to hit the ball, some just took the vibe. Me, I like to roll the blunts, get them nice and tight. Different strokes for different folks, but no matter what you do, up and pass and make it last. Thyself stay true. Wee! Oh yes, since Amelia is the best. Wee! Damn right, this hemp jacket is damn tight. Wee! No mistake, hemp case to wake and bake. Wee! Oh wee! Take some seeds and roll that weed. Some they like to hit the ball, some just cook the pie. I like to roll the blunts, get them nice and tight. Different strokes for different folks, but no matter what you do, up and fast and make it last. To thyself something true. All the wrong words, but purple haze, lavender, northern lights, and smoke roll. Timber claw, Burmese bush, black widow, cherry bomb, fruity tie, stella blue, Cali mist, yellow cow, juicy fruit, indica. So many different strains and variety. I recommend them all cause it's so tasty. First you gotta taste it so you can say, hey, I knew y'all could feel it. They like to hit the ball, some just took the pie. Me, I like to roll the blunts, get them nice and tight. Different strokes for different folks, but no matter what you do, up and pass and make it last. Do like something true. You're so good to me. You're so good to me.
Mortality, a glimpse of finality.
Gotta love that freaking song. You guys
No
are about
doubt.
to be buried in black.
That's right.
That's right. That's Kingdom of Sorrow right there off the Buried in Black album, and freaking Kirk Weinstein on guitar, Jamie Jasta singing, and that's one of the projects that Jamie Jasta does from Hatebreed, and it's just a badass. And that song right there reminds me of this guy that we've got on the phone right now over on the East Coast, Bobby Black. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
Having a good time.
Having a good time, man. Enjoying the
Sounds
tunes
like
and ready to talk with you, man, and see what's going on in the world of Bobby Black. I know a lot has been going on with you. In February, you guys had the LA Medical Cannabis Cup, and then now you've been going to Austin, and just what's going on in the world of Bobby, man? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. There's been a lot going on. It's been a very eventful week, man. We went down to Austin last weekend for the 10th annual Doobie Awards, 10th anniversary, which is pretty cool. And, and had a bunch of bands and the awesomest headliners we've had in a long time, High on Fire, which totally kicked ass. And got to give out a bunch of cool smokable trophies to a bunch of really cool artists. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I saw the trophies, and those definitely looked really cool. So, before we get into all that good fun, because there's a lot of music categories, a lot of bands that won, a lot of cool bands that we play on the show, and we're definitely going to talk about them. But give us an update on your 99 percenters, man. We talked to you back in January, and you had decided to throw your name in as a delegate there. Give us an update, man. Tell us what's going on.
Well, I've been kind of in contact with some of the other candidates and other delegates, doing some online chats and stuff about, of some of the other people here in the Jersey, New York area, and just trying to formulate a little bit of a strategy. The voting, they actually pushed the voting. It was originally supposed to be happening next weekend, but they actually pushed it to May now, so I won't know, I won't be able to make my big push for the campaign to get elected until later in April and early May. So, but in the meantime, I'm just, I've got my platform up there, and I'm communicating with some of the other people on the site, and I'm just gonna keep trying to get the message out there and keep trying to drive home the message that that drug law reform needs to be part of whatever petition of grievances we submit, because everything's very focused on the financial industry and the banking industry and things like that, and campaign finance reform, which are all awesome things, which I totally support. But I think that, as I know you guys agree, we need to have some serious drug policy reform as part of if we're going to start some big changes in this country that are going to make things better for people, especially the average person, the 99%, I mean, stoners may not be 99% of the country, but we're a pretty good chunk. So, hey, Russ, you might even know this. What do you think the percentage of the population in the U.S. is that smokes weed?
The annual percentage is about 12%, about 12%, and the daily percentage is about 1%. So in one way, we are the 1%.
Because that's what I was going to say. If it was a cool number, maybe we could use that as our slogan, like, we are the 12%. But if we're the 1%, I don't want to be associated with the other 1%.
Right, so. Exactly. We're the cool 1%.
Yeah, see, maybe we can turn that around, dude. We can, put our heads and turn that into our favor somehow. I hear you, though. But, dude, if you ever need a stat, Russ is your man. Don't ever think
I know. That's why I went right to him, because he seems to be somewhat of an encyclopedia on
That's right.
stats.
Well, right on, man. Well, we appreciate you doing what you're doing. Hopefully you're getting the support you need. If not, man, just keep going. Let us know, and, we're going to constantly keep talking and get the troops, but you keep up doing what you're doing, and we'll check back in April and see how that's going, and we'll definitely be pushing you up on that.
Yeah, cool.
So in February, you guys had the LA Medical Cannabis Cup, and now coming up in April, you guys have announced in Denver for 420, 21 and 22nd. Tell us how the events are going to be the same and how they're going to be different.
How it's going to be different from LA, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Well, LA was the first time we'd done it, and we had an outdoor venue, which was really cool, actually, because the weather turned out to be pretty nice. So, it was really cool. We had all outdoor vendors, and we had a medicating area, behind a fence. and we had even the performance. The VIP party on Saturday night was an outdoor stage on the same property, so it was all kind of self-contained and exposed to the elements, and everything went really well, and we didn't have any trouble with the local officials or law enforcement whatsoever, and no problems, and everything went very, very smooth. And we definitely will be planning on returning to LA, I'm sure, next year. We had a huge response, huge turnout, and it was great. Whereas with Denver, we're doing it at the same venue that we did it at last year in Denver, which actually worked out really well for us there. It's called Exto Convention Center, and it's mostly indoors. There's a little outdoor area between the medicating area, which is a separate building, and the expo area. So, there's going to be, it's going to be a little bigger than last year. We're going to have a few more vendors. We're going to have some food trucks and stuff like that. But basically, it's going to be the same venue, and just with more, just building on what we already created last year. And last year, the Denver Cup was a really, one of our best ones as well. So, as you can imagine, the Colorado, California, obviously two the big responses. So Denver, we're really excited about. And then this year, I've been asked to speak at the big 420 rally in Denver.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be
at the college campus there?
Yeah, I'm going to be getting up in front of everybody and
heck yeah,
saying my piece. So
I love. That's one of the videos, dude. I always look for the YouTube video after that event, man. That's one of the cool videos to do.
Boulder.
It's just something fun about that event, and I'm always knowing that it's going on, and I always watch for some dudes out there just doing their YouTubes. It's so cool. Well, good for you, man. You guys in Denver, did you hear that? You guys are going to have to go to there as well, but you guys always show up for it. So that's awesome. Well, what kind of music is going to be at this Denver thing, or what's going on with that? You guys got any bands?
Yeah, well, that's another cool thing is that, we always do a Saturday night VIP party between the two expo days, and this year we have some of the guys from this band Odd Future who are really, getting real popular right now, and they're kind of like a really offbeat kind of hip-hop. Not straight-up hip-hop, though. They're, like, really kind of different and unique, and, sort of like maybe like Outkast-ish or something, I guess, the way those guys were, like, really kind of out there, So they're going to be playing. That's going to be really cool. We have a reggae artist from Jamaica called Ganja Farmer, and he's going to be coming and performing, opening up for. And also, what's really cool about it is on Friday night, there's another VIP party that's being run by, sponsored by Incredible, and they've got a huge lineup of artists. And headlining that's going to be Barrington Levy and Reggie Watts, who's a really awesome comedy / musician guy who's just hilarious and very talented. So we're really excited. 2 VIP parties for the price of 1 ticket, and it's going to be a blowout. It's really going to be cool because that's 420. We had to do a party Friday night because it's 420, and how could High Times be in Denver on 420 and not have some kind of party going on that night?
That's exactly right. And so people can go get tickets at the High Times website.
medcancup.com.
There you go. So you guys in Denver, man, start getting your tickets now because this definitely sounds like a good time, and it's probably going to sell out. High Times always knows how to throw a party. These events that they've been doing, like Bobby said, this isn't the first anymore. So they've kind of got a feel for it. They've figured out some things that they like, things they don't, and I'm sure that they've got it all together, and it'll be a great event.
I was at that Denver event last year, and it was that event center, that Exto Center, is a really nice place.
Yeah, it's an awesome venue. And Russ, you'll be happy to know that this year I'm going to be moderating a panel about dabs.
Oh yes, love the dabs.
So the first High Times dab panel, and I'm going to be moderating it. We've got a whole bunch of cool people on there. Dr. Robert Malamede's going to be on there. We got a couple of actual concentrate makers. I think one of them's pro-butane and one's anti-butane. So we're going to kind of just explore the issue, explore the whatever science and data might be known about the whole phenomenon as of now. And there haven't really been any studies done yet, but we want to really try to get to the heart of the matter and the truth and how we can deal with this growing revolution of and how it's perceived and if there's any dangers that need to be addressed,
Right.
So I think that's important.
Managing perceptions.
Yeah.
So those of you that don't know, Russ has written a page article in High Times here recently about dabs, and he's also been in many arguments over the internet about dabs and Facebook and all that stuff. So it's been an ongoing conversation in the cannabis community, and it sounds like it's going to be an ongoing conversation in the cannabis community. That's awesome, dude. Way to go, dude. Good for you. We definitely need to be talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's important for people to realize that, like, it's not so much, people don't need to choose sides. What we really are interested in is what the truth is. What we really are interested in is,
exactly.
If there's no real physical danger, then we need to say that, but we need to be sure of that, and if there is some type of physical danger to dabbing or whatever, then we need to be honest with ourselves and address that, and it's not about attacking anybody. And I think some people tend to get defensive about it, but you know what? You gotta be truthful with yourself,
You really do, and that's well said, man. I mean, I couldn't have put it any better. I know Russ agrees with that also. Yeah. So, Len, let's get to some fun. So, 10 years. Is that the annual Doobie Awards? Is that right? 10 years?
Yeah. This is the 10th time we've done them, and it's pretty awesome that it's been going on this long. And it started off in New York back in. Actually started in the year 2000, but there were a couple of years there that we didn't do them. They were discontinued for a couple of years, but then we brought them back. So it actually started in 2000, and then it was started by the former editor Steve Bloom, former music editor, and he came up with the idea for the Doobies and for the Stonys actually, and then he did it for the first 5 years, and then when he left the magazine, I inherited the Doobies, and I've been doing it ever since. And we've been doing it in Austin at the South by Southwest Music Festival, and it's worked out so perfectly. I mean, what better place for High Times to do our music awards than at probably the biggest, best music festival of its kind in the country. And it was awesome. This year was really cool. We got to get into a private secret show with Snoop Dogg headlined, which was awesome, and got to see a lot of other great shows. And then we threw our party, we actually throw two parties. We throw a private VIP mini cannabis cup we call the Cowboy Cup on Saturday, and then on Sunday we do the actual concert show. So we had 2 little parties. We had a mini cup, and it worked out really well. We had 10 or 12 strains entered, and everybody had a good time. And then Sunday we just killed it. We rented out a club with a rooftop stage overlooking the strip, and had 7 performers. And my buddy Ben Vidoff, a comedian from Phoenix, co-hosted the show with me, and it was awesome. It was a great time.
And so is that where High on Fire played, and the Sheepdogs and Planet Asia?
Yep,
like
absolutely.
That?
Yep. And we gave out. We also had, who else did we have? We had Lopan, which is a really cool stoner rock band. We had a band called In the Pink, which was like a kind of a fusion of rock and hip-hop and funk and stuff. And we had this local band called The Boxing Lesson, who were like a psychedelic kind of band, a garage band, activist, pod activist band. And then we had, who I was really actually pleased about was we had 2 rappers, one from the East Coast and one from the West Coast, who both drove all the way to Texas to perform. And one was DJ Slim from Boston, who I've known for years from the Boston Freedom Rally. And then the other was Real One, who's from Cali. And they both drove out, and they both gave awesome performances, and they both ended up walking away with a Doobie Award because there was a tie for Best Activist Artist, and they both tied for it, so that was really cool.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Yeah, a lot of us on the West Coast are familiar with Real One. He's actually participated in Hemp Stock, and if I'm not mistaken, he's been at the Seattle Hemp Fest before too. He's kind of with the Los Marijuanos boys.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's buddies with them and kind of off the sides, and their style, their flavor.
Right.
And but I know for sure he was at Hemp Stock last year, so that's awesome. So, man, it really sounds like a great party. Those of you in Texas, I hope you were there. Those of you that have never been, and I've never been, who don't know, basically it's like a week long, man, and every club is somehow involved. In fact, you can tell better. Just give a little about the whole event. Tell us about Southwest, what it is, before we get into the categories of Doobies?
Yeah, what they do is they basically, I mean, it started off as like a really underground indie music festival, and I started going, I don't even know, 15 years ago maybe, and then over the years it's just gotten bigger and bigger, and now it's become a little more commercialized and really promoted pretty heavily, and draws a lot bigger name artists than it used to. But they basically, there's like a 5-block radius in the center of downtown Austin that basically gets shut off to traffic. You cannot drive, and it's just people roaming the streets going from one party to the next. Pretty much all the parties are free, and people are giving, and everybody's drinking, and everybody's having a great time, and there's like just music pouring out of every doorway, every window, all different types of live music, and it's really, they call Austin the live music capital of the world, and it's pretty, it's pretty accurate. It's a pretty awesome festival, and you just get your pass, and once you have your pass, you pretty much can get into everything. But the Doobie Awards are not an official part of South by Southwest. We're not an official sanctioned party, so we're separate. We're on outside of that, so it's a little different. We're kind of at the end of the festival, but we love being down at the festival and taking part in it. It's incredible.
So the Doobie Awards, the 2012, we have. I'll just go through. Do you have a list? Do you know all the winners? You want me to like go by category? You want to do something like that? And you tell.
Sure, if you want, we can
do
do that.
I have a list. So first, let's do the best hip hop artist. So in the nominees was Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, and then we had a Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, Smoke.
Right, because they put out an album together. Yeah.
And then Smoke. DZA or Diz. I'm a metalhead, y'all, so you're going to have to help me on this category. And then we had the Wu-Tang Clan. I know those boys.
Yeah.
And Royce da 5'9", maybe?
Yeah, Royce da 5'9".
Royce da 5'9". So there you go. So who's our big winner on the best hip-hop artist?
Well, it went to Mr. Smoke DZA for his album Rolling Stoned. And DZA actually was there. He came to the Cowboy Cup and to the Doobie Awards, and he actually was there to accept his trophy in person, which was pretty cool.
That is very outstanding. Definitely, man. That had to make more fun and just more energy to the whole event.
Yeah, he's also part of a group called the Smokers Club with Currency and a couple other rappers, and they're recording for High Times Records, our record label, which we've been reviving. We're starting to revive, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. That's very good news. Moving on to Best Reggae Artist. Stephen Marley, Ziggy Marley, 311, Groundation, Revolution, and The Green. All three Irie Island Hour. Who you got? Winner, Best Reggae Artist.
The Doobie actually went to Groundation. We saw those guys in New York a few years back, and they just kind of blew us away. And I think that they're one of the... everybody knows about the Marleys. Everybody loves the Marleys. They're awesome. We actually just went to see the Marleys last night here in New York. The three of the brothers, Steven, Damien, and Julian, all played together here in New York last night. And my wife and I, April, we went out and saw them, and it was awesome. And so everybody loves the Marleys. Everybody's aware of them, and they've won awards from us before. But, part of the thing about the Doobies and part of the thing about South by Southwest is trying to, recognize a little bit more of underground talent and try to recognize bands who are really, all about weed and stuff. And we felt like, Groundation had been working hard and they deserved some recognition.
I like that. No, I've seen Groundation before too, and they are absolutely fantastic show. Great band, and that's awesome. Our friend and alumni Kaliko is going to be glad to hear that one. All right, moving on. Best Jam Band Artist. Keller Williams, Bass Nectar, the Allman Brothers, My Morning Jacket, Danger Mouse, or Mo. Best Jam Band is...
We gave it to Keller, man.
Keller! Yeah.
And I'll tell you a couple reasons why. First of all, Keller's played the Doobie Awards about 5-6 years ago. He came out and played the Doobie Awards, and we've had a good relationship with him over the years. And he actually has a song called Doobie in My Pocket. And, what more can you say? The guy's, he's never shied away from weed at all. He's very outspoken about it. He's posed with live plants for us in the magazine, and he's a friend of the mag, and his new album's great, and we, wanted a, like I said, the 10th anniversary. Part of what we were trying to do was to look back over the past years and say, who were the artists that have been part of the Doobies before, and try to re-involve them again, and that's what was part of what bringing High on Fire was about, when they had played live at the 3rd annual Doobie Awards, and won the Best Stoner Rock album back in, like, 2003. So bringing them back was like revisiting the past and bringing it to the future, full circle. And that's the same way I feel about Keller, man. He played the Doobies in the past, and now he's still around, and he's better than ever, and now we're honoring him, and because he honored us by playing our party, I
love Keller Williams. I've probably seen him 5, 6, maybe 7 times. He's been great every time. I've got actually one of those pictures that you're talking about with him standing in the plants in that magazine. He's wearing an Herb Age Designs shirt. That's like my one moment.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's my one moment in High Times, man. I was just kicking back on the couch one day, and I was just looking through it, and all of a sudden I looked, and there's Keller, and he was wearing my fucking shirt. And I was like, oh, my goodness, man, Keller! So, yeah, we love Keller. Keller's been a jam band artist forever. You guys have seen him. He plays by himself. He's been in bands. He can jam for an hour in one song. He's just an amazing artist. So you guys check out Keller. That's a great choice. All right, now we're getting into some my territory. Yeah! Best rock artist.
Yep.
Primus. Oh, my goodness. Nickelback. Are you kidding me? Primus and Nickelback.
I think it's the first time they've ever been in the same category for anything.
Soundgarden. What a list so far. Jane's Addiction, Foo Fighters, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Best rock artist is
Jane's Addiction.
Oh, Perry Farrell. He's been around forever. What's up with Perry?
I don't know Perry very well, but I do know the drummer Steve Perkins, and he's an awesome dude. And once again, I'll say it again, he actually played the Doobies a few years back and in Austin, and hung out with him backstage, smoked out. We even took some mushrooms together. And he's a cool dude, man. He's a very cool dude. And I've always loved Jane's Addiction, and I think it's funny because their old stuff was great, and then they broke up and they got back together, and I think their new stuff's just as good, if not even better than their old stuff. So, they're a great band, and
they're a great band, and you're right. Their new stuff is very fresh and very Jane's Addiction. It's awesome. And for Steve Perkins, man, I loved Infectious Grooves.
Oh, yeah.
That was my band that he was in that I just freaking loved. Monster. That was just an amazing band. He's an amazing drummer, and good choice, man. That's awesome. All right, moving on. Best alternative indie artist: Radiohead, Panic at the Disco, The Black Keys, Deer Tick, The Sheepdogs, Cake. Best alternative indie artist is
The Sheepdogs.
Right on. And I noticed they played at the party that you guys just had.
Yeah, they did. What happened with that was I was looking through a Rolling Stone magazine, and I saw them on the cover, and took one look at it, and I said, these guys look like they smoke weed. They all had beards and flannel shirts and stuff, and they were from Canada. I'm like, these guys gotta get high. So I read the story, and basically they were just like a small time band, and they won a contest that Rolling Stone did. They had people vote on who should be on the cover, and they won. They had enough support, grassroots support, and they won. They got voted in, and they got the cover. And I just read the whole thing and thought their story was really cool. And then when I saw they were going to be at South by Southwest, I said, I got in touch with them, and I said, hey, how would you guys like to play at the High Times party? And they were really into it right away. So they were a great choice. They were one of the best bands that performed that day, and they were really stoked to win their award. They were really excited.
Yeah, no, I think I saw that same article you saw, and I saw the same picture, and I thought the same thing. Those dudes just have that look. And they actually got a lot of press from that, man. They've actually been doing really well. So, awesome. Okay, here we go. Best metal artist is Anthrax, Devil Driver, Mastodon, Cavalier Conspiracy, Sebastian Bach, or Corrosion of Conformity. Best metal artist. Give it to me.
Devil Driver.
Fucking Dez. Come on, Dez. You know it.
Yeah, I was actually they played here in New York 2 nights ago. Last night I was at the Marleys, and the night before I was at the Metal Alliance. So it just shows you how diverse Bobby Black is, man. But I went over to I actually saw Devil Driver play while we were in Austin at South by Southwest, but I didn't get a chance to. It was before the awards, and the winners hadn't been announced, so I couldn't really, do anything about it. But when I saw they were going to be in New York, I brought the trophy over to Dez and the guys, and he was stoked. It's all the artists nominated in the metal category. I've had some dealings with in the past, and I know that there's at least one member of all the bands that are like down with the cause and smoke weed and whatnot. So it was a hard choice. I mean, there are a lot of good artists. I mean, Mastodon has won the award before. There's a lot of people that have deserve it, but Dez. I did an interview with him for High Times a couple of years ago, and he's just as hardcore a stoner as you can get, man. He's one of the few dudes I've ever interviewed that when I got to the interview, he had more weed and more different types of weed than I did.
Oh, man. Outdid Bobby Black. Wow.
No, you got to love Dez, man. Dez he's grown himself into just this metal freaking icon, man. The kids freaking just love him. They flock to him. Devil Driver was a badass band. Some of you guys might remember him from Coal Chamber back in the 90s. They were real popular, probably the top band, in the late 90s. By then, they're considered new metal. They're just outstanding band, and you guys can catch them. They're going to be here in Portland April 2nd at Hawthorne Theater. So you guys here in Portland, NORML Rocks is going to do their best to be there. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. And what an awesome, Anthrax, Worship Music. That's an awesome album. Beast is an awesome album. Mastodon, they're riding high with the Hunter. So I don't know how you chose a winner out of those, but I hear you. Great job on that, man.
It's hard, but I felt like Dez deserved it. You know what? And he's also a really awesome human being as well.
That's right.
That's
No,
one
I
of the
agree.
things I like about him. He's a really down-to-earth, solid dude, and he's got a good heart, and him and I just hit it off instantly as soon as we met. So
yeah, I can see that. And if you guys want to hear what we're talking about, follow at Evil River, and you'll hear what we're talking about. All right, let's go. Best stoner rock artist: Boris, Supplex, Dixie Witch, Backwoods Payback, Orange Goblin, Lionize. Another kick-ass list. Best stoner rock artist goes to...
I had to give it to Lionize, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had to give it to Lionize. I love Orange Goblin. Well, I love all those bands, but I love Orange Goblin. They're an incredible band. But, Lionize just continues to impress me with every album they put out. They take it to the next level. And just the way they're able, the way I was just saying, I went to Marley one night and Devil Driver the other night, that they kind of mix the best of both of those worlds. They take a little bit of reggae and mix it in with the hard rock, and I love it,
Yeah, I totally
I think
agree.
my phone's about to die, man. Can I call you? Can I call you right back?
Yep, you got it, dude. We'll play a song. Let's play a song from Lionize. Here we go.
Yeah, why don't you play a Lionize song, and I'll call you right back.
All right, dude. You got to love that right there. That was Lionize, award-winning, Doobie Award winning Lionize. And I right there, and that was them at the Hawthorne Theater, and Michael and myself went to that show. And just an amazing band. Nathan freaking has got an awesome voice, and he can just sing the hell out of some vocals. And they've got this funky vibe, jazzy vibe, and like Clutchish, Bobby, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I mean, they're extremely talented and extremely nice guys, and Nate's voice, like you said, is just soulful is what I always describe it as.
Yeah.
He's got a very soulful voice and powerful, really like deep and powerful, really just definitely better, one of the best live bands you could see.
Yeah, that's true. And so this is Herb Thrasher here with Radical Russ, and we're on the phone with Bobby Black. And this interview's definitely gone a little long, but guys, we're talking about the Doobie Awards, and it's been going on for 10 years. And all these bands deserve this time and discussion. And so we're going to continue on with this. We got 3 more categories, and then we'll let Bobby go get in his jammies and get in bed. So, all right, dude, best new underground artist. Fayuka, DJ Slim, The Boxing Lesson, The Sheepdogs, Backwoods Payback, Real One. Best new underground artist is
Fayuka. They're a great like Sublime-ish kind of band from Phoenix, Arizona. They're like a little tinge of reggae rock kind of band, and they also bring like a little touch of metal too. So I guess they'd probably go real well with Lionize, actually.
Fayuka, huh? Yeah, you know, a lot of these bands, in fact, most of them I know, but that was definitely one that I had never even heard of. And so good job on that one. You're talking about doing some underground stuff, man. That's a good underground pick right there. All right, best activist artist, Real One, The Boxing Lesson, DJ Slim, Tree, and Chief Greenbud. Best activist artist is...
Well, we touched on it a little earlier. It was a tie between Real One and DJ Slim. Those guys both deserve it, I think, equally. And not that the other guys don't, but you know, like I said, they drove all the way down to come and perform at the Doobies and be there. And they've been performing at all the rallies and all the events and conventions for so long now. And these guys deserve our support.
Appreciate their support in our community. All right, Pot Song of the Year. So High by Ringo Deathstar, The Great Smoke Off, Deer Tick, High Till I Die, Noder, Volcano, Takat, what is that? You say that.
Taco Cat.
Smokin' On, Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, Diesel Fluid, Wu-Tang Clan, This Weed Is Mine, Snoop Dogg featuring the Wiz Khalifa, and Overhigh, Smoke Dizza. Pot Smoke of the Year. Who you got? Song.
Actually, it's funny, but it's the song that won wasn't actually on that list at all because one of the songs that I mistakenly, when I first published the nominees list, I put the wrong song because I don't, I'll admit, like you know, man, I'm a metal guy and I don't really listen to hip-hop as much, so I put the wrong Wiz and Snoop song on, but the one that was supposed to be on is the one that won, and that's the one that's been kind of tearing up the airwaves and tearing up, it's been real popular lately, and it's called Young, Wild, and Free, and if you've ever heard it, you'll know it as soon as you hear it, because it's a really cool, it's not even... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one.
Exactly. That song is just like, once you hear it, it sticks. It sticks in your head, and you just sing it over and over again. And Snoop actually performed it at South by Southwest. Even though Wiz wasn't there, he performed it, and and that even sold the fact home even more that we had made the right choice on that one. I was just like, man, the whole crowd was singing along with that, and I said, this is definitely the Pot Song of the Year.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, you gotta freaking love Snoop Dogg. Even if you're a metalhead, come on, you gotta love Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And so, I did mean to ask you, dude, every one of those songs for Pot Song of the Year is all rap. What's up with that? Where's the metal or the rock and all that?
They're not all rap.
No.
But here's the thing: is that a lot of rock artists aren't writing songs about weed, and one of the things I keep telling these stoner rock and metal bands that I talk to is I say, man, you gotta write a weed anthem, man. If you really smoke it every day and you really believe it, then why not write a song about it? I'm not saying write all your songs about it. You know, I mean, there are some artists, like you mentioned before, Los Marijuanos, who pretty much sing exclusively about weed, you know. Yeah. And I understand why a band might not want to do that. But, you know, you can write one weed song, you can write a weed anthem, you know. Yep. But the hip-hop guys, they're not shy, man.
You're right about that.
Writing about weed.
Totally see your point, and that absolutely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And so, do we have the Lifetime Achievement Award? And that went to... man, I don't have the list of... I have George Clinton.
Yeah, we don't... Yeah, I mean, there's...
So it just goes to him.
We don't always have a whole list of nominees.
Yep,
Yeah, we
it
don't
just went
do
to
that.
him.
So the Lifetime is, yeah. Because, you know, we picked that one very carefully. It's the most prestigious award, and we only want to give it to people who really deserve it. And we've given it to Jerry Garcia. We've given it to Johnny Winter. We've given it to Blue Cheer. We've given it to Willie Nelson. We've given it to Cypress Hill. People that are really have put in their whole lives, their whole careers devoted to, you know, to weed and stuff, and who paid their dues and stuff. And I think that the father of funk, George Clinton, one of those people. And, you know, he wasn't at the awards. He wasn't at South by Southwest, obviously, but, you know, he was at our Detroit Cup, and he performed with the 420 Funk Mob, and he came to our expo and our cup. And he's a great guy, and as soon as we see him sometime later this year, we're going to make sure he gets that trophy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's definitely, you know, legend and revered by so many. I mean, metal bands can relate to George Clinton and all the P-Funk stuff going on. And so that's definitely a great choice. He's been around forever. And I know I've seen him in High Times, you know, many times through the years. And he, like you said, he's been a great supporter of this community. And I look forward to, you guys giving him that trophy, because it's definitely well-deserved. Well, it definitely sounds like this was a great event. Everything went well. Fun times had by all. You know, a lot of these bands, have they reached out to you, said thanks? Are they supportive and happy? What kind of response have you gotten from the bands?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, the bands that were there at the awards playing, that got the awards, were super stoked. And then, you know, the bands that haven't, like I said, I brought Des his trophy, and we're going to be bringing Keller. I hear Keller's going to be around in Denver. So for the 420 weekend, so we're going to be presenting the award to Keller on 420 weekend, which is going to be really cool. And one thing I should mention also about Denver that I didn't mention earlier is that during the awards show, we will be crowning our new Miss High Times for 2012. So we're going to have all the finalists that are there that make it out, which is going to be quite a few, actually. There's going to be at least 9 of the finalists, I believe, is going to be there. So we're going to have them all come up on stage, and we're going to, you know, announce our winner right there and then live. So that'll be really exciting.
That is outstanding. Well, Denver definitely sounds like a great event. And you guys close to Denver, or if you're not, you know, go ahead and start looking for plane tickets now and hotels. I'm sure Denver's going to be a great city to be in that 420 area. And you guys just look into it. Bobby Black's going to be there. I'm sure Danny Danko, the whole High Times crew, Normal Show Live crew is going to be there. Radical Russ, you plan on going, aren't you, dude?
I'll be there.
Yep. You never know about Herb Thrasher. I'm always here and there. I've got like 3 shows, like 3 bands that are wanting us to Normal Rocks to go to, and then I still want to get out there and hang with Bobby Black and some of this High Times stuff. And so you never know. But dude, we appreciate everything you do. This is awesome. You know, you've always with High Times, you know, you have created, you know, some cool things to go along with the magazine and the cannabis community for our culture itself, like this awards, you know, the Doobie Awards and the Miss High Times and stuff. And we just appreciate it. You keep up with doing your 99 delegation and everything you do, and let us know what we can do to help. And we look forward to keeping up with Bobby Black, man.
It's great talking to you guys always, and you can count on I'll be back and talking to you again for the next time. You know, next award show or next event or whatever you guys want. I'm down to come on.
Yeah, we'll get you on sometime in May, and we definitely want to throughout the year, you know, have some good Bobby Black kind of caps and stuff. So, dude, we'll definitely do this, but maybe in May, and you could give us a little update on how the Denver went and give us another song, and we're gonna close out with a song that you've got for us right here from the band that headlined the High Times party. Tell us about this real quick, and then we're go right into the song.
All right, man. Well, High on Fire's got a new album coming out on April 3rd, and their first single that just came out is called Fertile Green, and if you check out the art for it, it's a skull with a pot leaf. It's pretty badass. So, they premiered material from the new album at the party, so this is a perfect way to end it with their new single, Fertile Green.
There you go. High on Fire. Turn it up, folks.